Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to reports from Tsingtao, diplomatic sources have confirmed that officials from the United States and Iran are currently in Doha for indirect, low-level technical talks. These discussions, which took place on July 3rd, are being mediated by Qatar and Pakistan. While senior American envoys did not participate directly in the negotiations, they reportedly met with the Prime Minister of Qatar in Doha on Tuesday to help establish a framework for these talks. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Baghai noted that the discussions are expected to cover several critical issues, including the implementation status of existing truce agreements and the current situation regarding Iran's frozen financial assets. These talks represent an ongoing effort to manage tensions between Washington and Tehran through diplomatic channels. The United Nations Human Rights Council is set to convene an urgent session in Geneva to address the worsening human rights situation in Sudan. This emergency meeting follows critical warnings that approximately 500,000 civilians residing in and around the city of El Obeid in North Kordofan are at risk of large-scale atrocities. The session was officially requested by a coalition of nations, including Germany, Ireland, the Netherlands, Norway, and the United Kingdom. These countries highlighted an escalation in violence, citing the frequent use of drone strikes that have crippled local infrastructure, specifically water and fuel services, leaving many residents trapped under siege-like conditions. Furthermore, as reported by Al Jazeera, the Sudan Doctors Network has raised concerns regarding the disappearance of 20 medical professionals detained by the Rapid Support Forces since the fall of Hellfire. With the conflict now entering its fourth year, the UN warns it has become the world's most severe hunger and displacement crisis, with over 12 million people displaced and thousands killed. As Ankara prepares to host the NATO summit on July 7 and 8, Turkish authorities have launched a crackdown, arresting 225 people in recent days. According to reports from DW, the detainees include human rights activists, environmentalists, and journalists. While 178 of those arrested remain in pretrial detention, prosecutors have justified the mass arrests by citing ongoing investigations into terrorist organizations. Analysts and organizations such as Human Rights Watch have criticized the move, noting that it contradicts the alliance's founding values and serves as a signal of deepening domestic repression. The arrests come alongside a strict two-week ban on public gatherings in the capital. Political scientist Berk Essen suggested the government's approach might be counterproductive as it risks international criticism rather than securing the positive headlines Turkey hopes to achieve during this high-profile summit. According to reports from CNA, the United States State Department has approved a proposed sale of additional Hellfire missiles to Singapore, valued at 22.3 million barrels. This package includes 24 of the precision air-to-ground missiles, along with related support equipment and technical services. The Ministry of Defense, MINDEF, stated that this acquisition is part of a strategic, long-term approach to ensure the operational readiness of the Republic of Singapore Air Force, RSF, particularly for its fleet of AH-64D Apache longbow attack helicopters. The approval also includes provisions for spare parts, launcher upgrades, and training assistance. While this deal supplements an earlier smaller order, U.S. officials noted that the sale will not disrupt the regional military balance. Instead, it serves to strengthen Singapore's security, which the U.S. considers a vital force for stability in Asia. Both nations continue to collaborate on defense requirements to ensure the RSAAF maintains its capabilities for training and regional defense missions. German Chancellor Merz announced on July 1st that he intends to convey the essential nature of the U.S.-Europe alliance to President Donald Trump during the upcoming NATO summit in Turkey. According to GG Press, Merz plans to state that the U.S. relies on us, Europe, and we rely on the U.S., countering the president's dismissive stance toward the alliance. While acknowledging that Europe has historically relied heavily on American protection, Merz emphasized that the region is prepared to take on greater responsibility for its own security by increasing defense spending. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, who attended the press conference, supported this sentiment, noting that, while the alliance must remain transatlantic, a better balance of responsibilities is necessary. Furthermore, regarding the ongoing war in Ukraine, the leadership confirmed plans to pledge long-term, predictable security support for the nation during the summit. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.